All right, welcome everybody to another episode of the Health Movement Podcast. I am Derek, your host, a teacher of over 20 years and a certified personal trainer. I have three awesome guests with us tonight who I was lucky enough to see these guys in action. They do some incredible stuff. But before I introduce them, we are not doctors. So before you go changing programming, nutrition, anything like that, check with your physicians, please. And wherever you're watching this, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, like, subscribe, follow. You know the deal. All right. So without any further ado, I want to introduce the All Muscle Service. We've got Cory, Mell, and Sheed with us. Guys, appreciate you coming. Oh, we got the swag too. I didn't notice that.
You gotta represent.
I like that. So thank you guys for hopping in here. Somebody give me a lowdown of how you guys got started and what it is that you're doing right now.
Well, we have a core group called All Muscle Service, specializes in pull-ups and calisthenics. We all met at the pull-up bar, and we kind of just formulated this group. And we wanted to create a market for calisthenics out here in Cleveland, Ohio. And it's been about a year at this point, and it's just been nothing but amazing. So, we're out there every morning, always getting in that work, transforming mental stress to the bodies. And yeah, man, sometimes we're out there twice a day.
That's awesome. That's in Cleveland, you said?
Yeah.
So where in Cleveland, and I'm not going to talk to you about the Browns at all, I promise.
Let's talk about it.
I gotta say, Sanders looked better than I thought. I think you guys might have got something there.
Man, the putting them at fourth is I don't know. That might be just for the clickbait and whatnot, but
right.
I think we'll see him a lot sooner than that. But
Brady was fourth string for a while. He ended up doing okay for my Pats, so we're
there
good.
you go.
But where do you guys usually do this? Is there a certain park that you guys like, or do you vary it up sometimes?
Cory,
For the most part, we usually at the Euclid Creek Reservation here in Cleveland. It's closer to the Lakeshore Boulevard Street. We're usually at the reservation. Sometimes we're at the Beechwood Fitness Court in the Beechwood, Ohio area. Sometimes we're at Sutton Park in Shaker Heights, Ohio. Numerous parks in the Cleveland, Ohio area we like to cover, man. We call it Level 2. It's right off Superior. It's a park over there. We cover too many areas in the Cleveland, Ohio area, man.
So how do people know where to go if they want to join you?
They can go to our Instagram, it's official AMS page. And, that's where we actually post our flyers for, like, every Friday we'll post a flyer for where we're going to be on Sunday. Sunday, we have a theme called Sunday Service. And it's a workout for the public every morning. We'll put out a flyer on Friday. Hey, you can come join in, get a full body workout. It's anywhere between 8 a.m. and like 10:30 a.m. So yeah, we post it there on the Instagram. We also put it on TikTok too. But yeah, mostly you'll see it there on Instagram and TikTok, sometimes YouTube.
Nice. And what's your how many people usually come out and join you? I always see a bunch of you guys down there.
It varies.
Yeah, on the Sunday service, we've had upwards to maybe 14 to 15 people,
Nice.
if not more. Maybe on the lower end, maybe 8 or 9 of us, and that's the same with our regular morning routine. You might get about 7 or 8 guys out at the park at that 7 a.m. workout, and then you might get 3, 4, 5 on second shift after 5 p.m. Kind of all depends on everyone's availability. But typically for those Sundays, we generate a nice crowd of folks.
Yeah, that's great. And why calisthenics? What did you guys notice about that specific style?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I think we all got our own individual answer.
Yeah, let's start with you, Cory. What do you got?
Calisthenics for me was it's closer to my origin story of how I was raised. I remember my older brother and my older cousin calling me in the computer room when I was about 13 years old. And they're like, man, Cory, you got to check this out, man. You got to check this out. And I'm like, I'm running there and I'm seeing the cats out in New York. I want to say it was Beast, Lord Vital was out in New York and he was doing a set and I saw it and it activated something in my freshman year in college. That's pretty much that started everything, man. I met a cat from Philly, one of my best friends, man. We started doing the pull-ups, push-ups, and dips, man. I haven't looked back. Yeah,
Nice. I like
experienced some injury, but you know, been with it ever since, man.
I love it. And Cory, you're a little forward. If you can back up a little, we can get more of your face in there.
Cool,
The
cool.
camera's fine. Yeah, perfect, perfect. And I'll mark that so I can cut that out too. No one will even know I said it.
Yeah.
All right, Mel, what do you got for us?
So for myself, I think just staying in shape or just the journey of getting in shape was always one I had been on for a while, just kind of where I'd be maybe consistently working out for a while and then I'd fall off for whatever reason and wouldn't have access to a gym or just other stuff in life came up and I just didn't have that time and freedom in my schedule to work out as much as I like to, or at least go to the gym. So in terms of like why calisthenics, um, it wasn't until I started it when I realized, no, there's a difference. Like there's a significant difference from consistently going to the gym and, you know, moving weight, pushing weight, and actually doing calisthenic workouts and using your body and your body weight to build strength and muscle. And doing it at this point now for a little over a year consistently, like I've noticed a difference and like a change that has actually stuck with me compared to, you know, working out in the gym for a couple years here and there. It's kind of it's kind of the word I'm looking for is it's a little more organic. You know, it's natural. You know, going
Yeah.
outside to the pull-up bar. It's sometimes, you know, if I'm by myself, it's great. But with the guys, of course, you get the energy. It's
Yep.
a different vibe, of course, from going into a gym. You know, you looking over your shoulder, you got folks staring. You know, it's a whole different vibe, a whole
I
different
get it.
energy.
It's your friends out there too. You're all
Absolutely.
together doing the same sort of workout together,
Yeah,
pushing
yeah, the
each
wolf
other. That
pack,
makes
you
a
know,
huge
we all
difference.
pushing each other, all, you know, motivating each other, and you for sure feed off that energy. So it's a great environment to be in, and it's a great community to be a part of too. You know, you even see the locals out at the park that we become friends with. They're waiting on us to open up a gym, you know. They're like, we waiting on y'all, we see you. But yeah, it's definitely a difference, and it's one that, you know, if you've play both sides or if you've, you know, worked out in the gym and maybe worked out with calisthenics, you definitely know the difference. And that was the side I leaned towards, sticking with the calisthenics.
I love it. Sheed?
Yeah, man. I've been in the space for a little over 10 years, and I've always, you know, played sports in high school. I did, you know, push-ups with the deck of cards when I was in high school. And you know, when I was in my early 20s, that's when I started seeing some guys on the pull-up bar. And that's when I started really tapping more into that. You know, I remember when I couldn't get two pull-ups. You know, it went from pull-ups to just getting into, you know, body squats, dip bar movements. And man, you know, it's really been a love journey for the past 10 years. I've been consistent every week, you know, on days throughout the week. I've been consistent for about 4 years now. And what drives me why calisthenics is because it's a stress processor for me. You know, when I'm going through any form of stress in my life, with certain circumstances, I've used the bar as a like like uh like therapy, if you will. You
Therapy,
know, like,
yeah.
yeah,
100%.
it's therapeutic. I go out there and I'm lifting my body so many times or pushing my body so many times. It's something that transforms in me where I'm able to get realizations at the end of the workout or during the workout. My attitude is completely changed. I don't know if that's like a dopamine spike or
I think
adrenaline going,
it's
you
you
know, but
definitely get a dopamine spike there.
it has made me a better person, you know, today, you know. So
That's
it
awesome.
it is it is a part of my daily life.
I love that. And Mel, you had talked about the community aspect of that, and I think
Hmm.
it's probably some of the reason why you're feeling good, because as we get older, stress levels go up. We have responsibilities and everything. You don't get time with your boys and your buddies very often. And it seems like
Oh man.
this is your time. And I hear you guys cracking jokes and ripping on each other and stuff. And you need that. Like that's part of your day. And that's something to look forward to every day.
100%. 100%. It definitely is. Yeah, even like you mentioned, like I don't get a chance to get on the game with the guys as much anymore, but I can look forward to getting a workout in with my
Yeah.
guys
Yeah,
consistently,
for sure.
for sure.
Now, if let's say you got people and you guys are all big fit people, what if somebody wants to come down and join and that's something new to them? What would you say to somebody? Because it would be intimidating walking in, seeing all you guys jacked doing all pull-ups and everything like that wants to take part in this. What would you say to somebody like that?
I like to start with telling them that it's a no ego environment. Like
Mhm.
we all started from somewhere, and we all everybody I turn to, man, everybody that comes out with us, we so eager to help one another, man. We so eager to not make you feel uncomfortable because Sheed's gains aren't my gains, Mill's gains aren't my gains. Our lingo is we're all getting our own individual money. We're all getting our own individual bag. But we're in unison getting the bag. Like you got a resource in your employer, I mean in your peer or your the person that you work with, the person you're employed next to. So I like to start off telling them it's the no ego environment, man. We don't do things for the wrong reasons. It's all mentally driven, all heart, all grit. It's we coin the service and the all muscle service, and we say we're servicing the emotional stability, we're servicing our mental capacity, servicing our spirituality, treating the body like you would your car, man, putting miles on our body in all of those ways. And we make them feel as comfortable as we can.
I like that.
Absolutely.
I like that.
It can get intimidating. Like, I've witnessed that perspective from other people. And, we all start off like, especially for people who haven't got into. I remember when I couldn't do 2 pull-ups. I mean, you got to get out there and do the movement. Like the standard in our world is like 10 sets of 10 pull-ups. And that's 100 in like a routine.
That's
So
a
when
lot.
somebody can't do 10, and I'm like, well, you're gonna just do the routine with us. Just do 2, or do what you can do and do that 10 times. And then 90% of the time, like we've had a couple guys where their progress has increased tremendously the following week.
Mhm.
One of our guys that's his name's Turner. I mean, I've witnessed him do um what was it? I think 3 pull-ups. This guy used to play football when he was in high school.
Track,
Three
wrestle.
pull-ups
Yep.
to getting 7 pull-ups in like 3 days later. So I was just, I was very impressed with his progress. And it was because he was doing 3 consistently more times than not. We might have did 20 sets that day or something like that. So that's what
That's
we tell folks.
that's huge right there though. And the gym, wherever, like getting into a community like that is definitely intimidating, but it sounds like you guys are an incredibly welcoming crew. And I
Yeah,
mean, I've
absolutely.
definitely seen that from the small snippets that I witnessed there. What are the plans for the AMS, the all muscle service there? Do you guys think about opening up your own spot someday? Like, is that a dream some down the road?
Yeah, absolutely. We got a lot of things that we always talk about.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
like kids and like we're like kids when it comes to this stuff, man. But I
That's
mean,
awesome.
each of us here has a great idea. I mean, Tramel came up with a calisthenic compound. We recently started putting some research towards getting some land and getting a compound here in Cleveland.
That would
Mhm.
be awesome.
Yeah.
Yep, to invite everybody on out and show them how it's going. And then just touching back on, like you said, like with the intimidation, like having a space like that as part of our plans, having a space where it's, all ages, all all walks, you know what I mean? Come on out. Like, this is a completely judgment-free zone. Cause like we said, like, everybody started somewhere. You know, I like to think everyone's running their own race at their own pace, you know? So just like Cory mentioned, you know, she's reps may not be my reps. My reps may not be the person who just joined yesterday's reps, you know? But getting out there, that's the biggest part. That's the biggest hump to get over. Like, just come on out and start. Cause people think, you know, you coming out there with us, you see us post a 300 pull-up routine. No, we're not doing 300 pull-ups straight, of course. But like,
Yeah.
you know, we definitely have ways to play with the numbers to get to that mark. But also, if we're going to 300, you can go to 50. You just start. You know what I mean? It's not
Yeah.
it's not mandatory for you. There's no contract you got to sign up when. You know what I mean? It's not meant. Just start, and before you know it, you'll be hitting those same numbers with us. But
Yeah.
segueing on into future plans, like we definitely have some ideas to get a couple of things going as far as maybe just like a seasonal package, like, hey, come on out with us for this fall season from September to beginning of December, and you know we got a whole regimen set up for that, and you can come back out with us in the middle of the winter because we still getting it in all seasons. You know, we outside getting some money all year around. You know, rain, snow.
Yeah, winter's art.
Yeah, the
Wait, you
winter
They got
guys
art.
ready
go
for
out in the
that.
winter?
The win.
Yeah,
Oh
there's a
yeah.
Oh,
Oh
I
yeah.
yeah.
love it.
We work out in the winter. Yep,
That's
outside.
5
It's
Yes.
called
a.m.
winter's art.
Snow
oh,
coming
I
down.
remember
Yes.
I'm out in Boston or outside of Boston, but I remember winters, you know, the snow comes, you get the shovel so you can still play hoops and you shovel off the court and weather
Mhm.
doesn't matter. I love it. I love it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, we
Uh,
definitely we got a lot of plans for sure. A lot of plans upcoming. Everything's happening fairly quickly as far as, you know, as fast as we're building and people are inquiring. So
Reach.
it's pretty much now just coming down to planning everything out to meet the demand. But like, folks are definitely interested in what's going on, and we're for sure inviting them out like every week. That's why we have, you know, Sunday service. Come check
Yeah,
us out, you know. But
We look
yeah,
better.
lots of plans in motion, lots of plans in store for the future for
that's awesome.
AMS.
So the date today is August 19th,
Hmm.
2025. August 19th, 2026. You guys are coming on the show and I want to hear about what you opened up and what's
Oh
going
yeah,
on.
Word.
That's the
Yes.
date. You don't have a choice
Yes.
now. You said
sounds
it.
good.
Put your
Hey,
on the line.
Sounds
hey,
I
good.
like it.
I like that.
Yeah, you got to set a time. You got to make this
All
happen.
right.
'Cause
Hey,
I
yeah.
can tell
Absolutely.
you guys are passionate. You got
We
big
not gonna
hearts. You're trying
forget.
to help.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Actually, I had Emmanuel Kamau on the show who started the Oak City Run Club in Carolina.
Okay.
And that he's something similar to what you guys are doing. He just brought some buddies out and it was like first time he was like, I might be the only one. And there were, you know, 3 or 4 people. And then he convinced those guys to each find a couple. And it, you know, over a couple of years, I think it got up to 200-300 that would come out for runs.
Nice.
So it's what you guys are doing is it's important, you know, and it
Yeah.
just because people aren't doing it doesn't mean they don't want to. A lot of times people just don't have that avenue or the
Hmm.
understanding of what to do. So
That's
Definitely.
very true. Very
yeah,
true.
I love there's also another thing called the November Project. I don't know if you guys have heard about that. It started in Boston, actually, at Harvard. A couple of rowers realized that once they stopped rowing in the fall, they got out of shape and everything like that. So it started in November and they would work out outside twice a week throughout the winter. And now it's in like 50 cities throughout the world. And there are a couple in Massachusetts. I feel like there's got to be one in Ohio somewhere. But the things you guys are doing, they're, you know, it's important. You know, people want that for sure, for sure. So who comes up with the training for the week for the sessions?
No, that's me.
That's you,
Yeah.
Sheed?
Yeah, I've got in my past I've gotten mentored and trained by, you know, some older guys, friends of my father's. And yeah, I've gotten a lot of their routines. So a lot of routines, old school routines, you know, mixing up the math and the numbers.
Yeah.
You know, so that's where a lot of my style comes from. And then, you know, if Corey sometimes chimes in with the routine too.
I got you. And I noticed sometimes you guys have dumbbells out there and stuff too.
Yep.
But it all seems like circuit training where it's
Mhm.
just like boom, boom, boom. Is that the style you guys stick with?
Yeah, so not all the time, but that is one of my favorite styles to stick with because we just keep moving throughout the whole
Yeah.
time. You know, so we're dropping we're burning calories at the same, like we could do a leg and push-up routine and it feels like we've done a bunch of cardio at the end.
That's true.
So yeah, like we do that quite a bit.
I think the worst workout I ever did involved no weights at all. If you guys, do you do the Murph challenge ever? Are you
I've heard
familiar
of the
with that?
Murs.
Yeah.
I've been told I should try.
That I have never, my legs have never hurt so bad. And I
I
was
know
just
they
doing
will.
body weight squats,
Yeah,
300 of
me.
those bad boys. And I couldn't walk for a week. It
Feel the
was
difference.
awful,
Yeah.
but it
Man.
works. It definitely works. One thing that, and I started doing more calisthenics lately. I've been doing more research on, not just gaining muscle and strength, but longevity and health span and making sure when I'm 80, I can still play ball and do other things. And we have a guy who comes to play hoops with us who's 75 years old. And you
Okay.
can't leave him open on the baseline like he doesn't miss. He can't move that fast, but he's setting
Wow.
picks, he's throwing elbows. But that's, that's what I'm open for. So working in calisthenics, a lot of movement, mobility work is huge. And I just know when I would start doing a lot of pull-ups in body weight stuff, it loosens you up. You don't get hurt as much. You don't have to deal with that aspect of things. Have you guys
Absolutely.
noticed that in terms of lack of injuries and that sort of thing?
Yes, I
Oh
like to
yeah.
think about it like it's fortifying your joints, your tendons, your bone, like your muscle, fortifying it from the interior to the exterior, man. It's really hard in that muscle when you continue to press on it and press on it and press on it like a rubber band just being strengthened after
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
And
Um,
there's something to say about getting up and repping out like dozens of pull-ups straight like that. People look at that and they're like, "Oh, wow. All right, that guy's good. That guy knows his stuff." So if we had a pull-up competition right now, who's winning that out of you three?
I
Not
get
that
at I
numbers
get at the
matter.
core.
Not that it matters.
I get at the
I'm not
chorus.
it. I'm last place, man. These guys got it. They got it.
I'll give it the sheet if it's a push-up contest. If it's a pull-up contest, I will say I
Yeah,
take I might take it.
I
How
give it the
many you think
core
you
on the
can get,
pull up.
Corey?
Uh full
Corey done
range
got
of motion.
35 before.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
he
was
done
my
got 30. And
show.
yeah, I was pretty impressed too myself.
Now do you, because
That's solid.
there was one year I was obsessed with how many pull-ups I could do, and I hit 30. And once I
Nice.
hit, and it wasn't, I'll be completely honest, it wasn't full extension on all of them. It was probably to like about here, if you can
Yeah.
see out. But
Yeah.
after I did that, my bicep tendon, like that, I think I overdid the pull-ups. Do you guys ever get any of that stuff?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we do
Yeah.
challenges, yeah, when we do challenges, there's a push up and pull up warm up routine that we do. It's 50 push ups, 10 pull ups, 40 push ups, 10 pull ups, 30, 10, 20, 10, 10, 10. Right after doing that, you feel a lot of burn around the biceps,
That's
man.
the warm-up?
Yeah, that's the warm up. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So what's the workout tomorrow? Is that all planned out yet?
Rest.
I gotta look at the schedule. Listen, I'll write them out. I gotta look at the schedule.
You haven't
Tomorrow is one
memorized
of them.
them every
We got
workout?
arm day tomorrow. Arm day is
Arm day.
tomorrow. So
So
we're gonna
what are
whip
you
out
doing
the
for arm days? Is a lot of like chin-ups and dips
so
and that sort of thing?
our arm we do add chin ups sometimes. A lot of our arm day is involving the dumbbells, and then we use the dip bar. So we use the dip bar to do body curls and tricep extensions. Like there's a different way that we can hit the bicep with just using the dip bar And it's if I had a dip bar, it'd be so easy to show the demonstration.
Corey's
But
showing us.
it's
Corey's
certain
showing us.
movements, yeah,
Right
it's
there,
certain
yeah.
movements that we can do that target specific muscles on the dip bar.
Wide grip, closed grip,
Yep,
overhand,
yep,
all types
yep.
of
hmm
variations.
Like if you lean on the bar like this, like leaning back and feet is going in that
Yep.
direction, and you lean and you're doing this, you can pull your upper body in a motion like this, like a skull crusher, and it's gonna go all right here. So we'll do 21 reps down to one, which is 210 or 231, one of those.
Wow.
Or if we really like feeling like we want to we want to really tax ourselves, we'll go 31 reps down to one. And we'll do
Yeah,
the
that
relays
31
kind of
down.
like you described earlier.
Being in a group for something like that, I imagine, is really helpful with the encouragement and, helping each other out. And
It
100%.
really is. It really
Changed
is.
my life.
It
when
changed
did
my
you
life
guys
too, man.
when did you guys all meet each other? Have you known each other forever, or did you say you just met each other doing pull-ups one day?
Man,
So yeah, I was gonna say me, myself, and she, we met out in college, actually, orientation for college, back in 2009. So it we've been day one friends since then. And last year, I happened to meet Cory at the bar with she, and he was like, "Yeah, my dude gonna be here. He gonna meet us out here." And he was like, "Yeah, I've only worked out with him once or twice before now, but I met him out here, at the
Yeah.
bar." And then it just so happened later on through the year, I just organically ran into Cory at the bar. Like, "Hey, man, we've been looking for you. Like, we for
Broke my
sure been looking
phone.
for you." And it was like, "Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, for sure. Let's do it." And then since then, we just been tapped in and on the straight incline, just going up, man. It's been great.
My
But
God.
I love it.
yeah, you would have thought it's years behind it. You know what I mean? Like I said, the community we're building, the brothership, the fellow is great, man.
Yeah,
Is
like
definitely a movement.
90% of us do not know each other at
right.
all. Not even
Not at
personally.
all. Like we had to
Really?
have a conversation after a workout. Like, yo, how old are y'all? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
We
saying? Like
got
we
20
always
year
meet up.
olds,
Yeah, like
35, 40-year olds, 30
mhm.
year olds.
Nothing wrong with
all
guys in their
all
40s.
walks of
That's
life.
all
Yeah,
right.
and that's a great thing too, because we got older, experienced guys
Yep.
and a bunch of younger guys as well. So post workout, we may have a nice little session of just rapping amongst the fellas. You know what I mean? Just talking about any and everything,
Yeah.
and it's chicken noodle soup for the soul for us. It's for
Right.
sure therapeutic. Like it helps. Because you never know what someone might be going through, or just if they need to talk or need some advice. Like I said, talking to the younger guys, they may be in the process of looking to apply for a certain type of job and want to know how they should maybe get their resume together, something like that.
Yeah.
All types of stuff. But women problems, you know what I mean? Like all types of stuff we talk about out
Right.
there. So it's great. So you get to work out, and then you get the bit of community afterwards, where whatever anybody want to share, want to talk about, some accomplishments, some goals, future
Yeah,
plans, all that.
I like the fact that we have like like what's a byproduct is just you got different people of different walks of life coming together. Like some guys have linked up outside the group because, one does HVAC services,
Hmm.
and one of the guys, he owns a couple houses. So it's very, very helpful. I mean, I look forward to the workouts in the morning. It's like, from my perspective, I was just by myself, last year. And
Yeah.
then me and Tramel linked up and started, filming the workouts, and then met Cory and then met a couple other guys. And it's been nothing but fast progress, like
Hmm.
ever since, man. Like we met a guy who found us on Instagram, and he was in the comments. We had a workout, we put a flyer out, and this guy's just walking up to the fitness court, and we're like, is that the guy from the comments? Like, who is that? And he's been with us ever since, man. It's been like a good month and a week, and he's already had a transformation, man. He's never did 100 pull-ups. He did 100 pull-ups. He never did 300 pull-ups. He did 340 pull-ups. So he's had fast progress, man. I'm very. His name's Joshua. I'm very proud of him, man.
Yeah, shout out to Josh, man.
Yeah. Yep.
That's awesome.
That guy said he never did over 300 push-ups. And he went and did 1,000 push-ups with us his second time out right after the Sunday service. I remember it. I'm just looking at him like, man, this dude, man, he feeding my fuel, man. That's what meet people
so
like
you
that.
just meet other people with that dog in them, you know, like with that,
man.
who got that drive too. You meet people who better than you. Like, I like that, you know?
Yeah. And it's
Learn
got to be cool too, seeing people don't realize they have that in them. You know, once you tell somebody you're doing 300 pull-ups, they're going to be like, yeah, no, I'm good. But you show them it's possible. And then once they have that mindset, they're like, crap, I didn't think I could do that. The next time a challenge comes at them, they're like, well, I did 300 pull-ups. I can do this. Like this.
Yes.
So
that's just raise the bar higher for yourself. Yeah. Surprise yourself. Might not know you had that strength in you.
Right.
And that's the beauty of, you know, the group, because you feed off that energy, and it's kind of like, I think I'm about to give up, but nah, everybody's still going. I gotta keep going too, you know. So you for sure get pushed, and you end up doing way more than you thought you could, you know.
Learn more. You learn higher forms of methodology, like the whole 300 pull-ups thing. To come up with a routine it'll literally teach us how to structure our own workouts. It's like each one teach one, or each one reach one. And you'll see you can do this in about an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and 30 minutes, hour and 40 minutes. It'll make something that seems so hard, it'll take so long, it'll make it doable in good time to spare, man.
And you won't feel completely, I mean, you're gonna feel the burn, but you won't feel like, oh, I just, you know what I mean? Like, I just overworked myself, overexerted my energy. But it definitely hits, but it's not overworking you at all.
It's definitely different than throwing on as much weight as you can on a bench press for 3 reps and
100%.
doing 3 sets of that and calling. And there's a place for that depending on what your goals are, for sure.
Right.
But you're gonna often get hurt doing that for too long, and then you're on the shelf for a while. So
and then you lose all that bench strength.
Yeah, no, it happens. That happened to me. I had buddies. We were doing the 5x5 where you do 5 sets of 5 reps, and we were probably you start low. I think we started at like 155, and we kept adding on, and we were repping at 225, 235, and then we did our 1 rep max, and I hit 275. And I couldn't lift anything after. Like, I messed my shoulder up, and then I was done, and I lost it all. And it's like, I did all that for 1 rep, and now I'm done. And it's like,
you got the story, man.
Yeah. So I'd much rather work out, progress slowly, and do what you guys are doing. I love it. I love it.
Very beneficial, man.
All right, I'm gonna do a quick little game with you, a simple one. So you have to blindly rank these 5 calisthenic moves. So you won't know what's coming next. So I'll tell you an exercise. You got to put it at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 before knowing what's coming next. All right.
If 1 being the best or 5 being the best?
1 is the best, 5 is the worst. And you can all pick your own. You don't have to agree with each other. All right.
Cool.
So the first one I'm going to give you is a dip.
You said rank the exercise, right?
3.
I get the dip of 1.
You're doing 1 for dip?
Yeah, for like one of the top exercises in calisthenics.
No, you got to rank it. You're going to have your first place, your second place, your third place, but you don't know what's coming next.
Like 1.
Gotcha.
All right, so Mel, you said 3. Cory, what'd you say?
I'll give the dip a 4.
Yeah, I'll give it a 4.
All right, next one. Squat, just a basic body weight squat.
I give that a 3.
You said 5 is the best.
5 is the worst. 1 is the best.
5 is the worst. Okay, yeah. For now, I'll say 4 for now. I'm not opposed to them, but I got to see what else we got on the list.
I'll give squats of 5. I hate them. No,
Oh,
That would be lunges for me. I can't stand lunges.
oh man, yeah.
All right. Next one, plank.
Oh,
plank. I
You
get
can
it
put
at 5.
variations on it too.
right.
I throw
Yeah.
the plank at 5.
Yeah, I'll probably say 5.
I'll say a 3 for the plank.
All right. And then the last two are the big ones. Push up. Where's that going?
2. Yeah, that's
Give
my
it to 2. Give it to 2. Pull-ups 1.
I was saving it
the
for
pull-up
2.
is
Yeah.
1.
Yeah, you know pull-ups coming after. I can't leave the
Yep.
pull-up off.
That's the bread and butter, yeah.
I like it. I
Pull-ups.
like it. All right. Well, guys, I appreciate you taking the time. Is there anything we didn't cover that you wanted to make sure we hit on?
Well, no. I mean, I do want to say this. When you asked about the routines, one thing that I do find that people may think is interesting is that we write all of our routines in money terms. Like they're in the calisthenic world, when we say, "Oh, that's good money," or "He's getting money on the bar," that is like the lingo in the calisthenic world. So we've took it a step further. We put a dollar amount on these reps. Like instead of like, let's say if we did 10 reps on the pull-up bar. I'm sorry, if we did 10 sets of 10 on the pull-up bar, that's 100 reps. We call that 100K.
Mhm.
So
all right.
instead of saying like $100, which is what it technically would be if we were, saying money dollar for dollar, we didn't want to do that because it's just too low. We work
Oh,
so
yeah.
hard for just reps. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you're doing a lot of reps. Those 100 reps we work very hard for. So we called it 100,000, and that's how we write it out. And that's where the term calisthenic millionaire comes from.
Mhm.
Oh, all right. I
So
like
yeah,
that.
yep. So 1,000 reps is $1 million. 100 reps is 100,000. That's how we do it.
All right. I like it. I appreciate that. I teach 5th grade. So they sat me down one day at lunch and went through all their lingo, skibbity and Rizzler and all that stuff. So I appreciate you sharing the lingo with me. I like to be able to
Sure.
speak the language when I can.
For sure.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate you taking the
Pleasure,
time.
man.
You said on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube, is it all the same handle on there?
Yes. Official AMS page is the Instagram, and then it's spelled out for our YouTube. It's just All Muscle Service.
Okay. All muscle. And if you guys, what are your handles in case people want to reach out to you guys too?
Cory.
I'm Cory_D123. That's CORY_D123.
Yep. For myself, it's Mellman. That's spelled MELL.MANN. Mellman.
All right.
And then my individual feed is it is AMS_Sheed, SHEED.
I'll put all those in the show notes. If there's other links and stuff you guys want me to throw in there as well, just message me and throw those in there. I'm happy to include everything.
Okay,
you want.
For sure.
this was fun.
Yeah,
I like
guys,
it
I
a lot.
appreciate it. And
And
I'm really
Derek,
looking
we're
forward.
not gonna forget. We're not
What
gonna
was that?
forget next year.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
I'm not.
Like I
I'm
said,
gonna message you. You're gonna be like, oh, he didn't forget. I'm gonna be, and you know what? I'm gonna show up in Cleveland, Ohio one day, and I'm gonna
Hey,
jump on the bar with you guys.
let's go.
I would
We would
love
love
that.
that.
Or we might come out there to Boston. You know what I
Right.
mean?
We
come out
we have
there.
parks here. You can do it
Nice.
here too. I love you. You
There we
should
go.
take it on tour.
Don't tempt us, man.
We got
Actually,
plans,
that's
man.
a good
We got
idea.
plans.
Wait,
We got
hey, trust me,
plans.
we talked about it.
Oh, I
Every
love that
day, every
idea.
day.
Man,
on
you can
tour,
time it
man.
during the winter too. Hit the southern states and
Yes.
stay
Yep.
warm.
Yes, sir.
Maybe even
Yes.
hit Cancun, Bali, like dude.
We
Yes.
got
go
plans,
worldwide.
man. We got
Yes.
plans. There was even a guy. He was from the UK, wasn't he? He
Yes.
came
Yep.
out and worked out with us. He was on I think one of his live feeds or FaceTime with folks over there. Like, yeah, look, we getting 300 pull-ups in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I
It's
love it.
like that's a crazy reach in itself. Like just linking up with folks like that, you know, not from here, but still
Yeah.
take the same interest and come out. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's definitely a powerful reach that we get from it. And yeah, just linking with those like-minded people, and it kind of builds a network within the network. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where for the sake of, like we just said, for travel, you know, you can go here or there and link up with your folks and bring other folks from that area out to,
Yes.
you know, get some money with you, you know, and it's
Yeah.
all great community.
That's
It's all
it.
great.
That's it. I love it. I love it. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it. If you can just stay on the show afterwards once I hit stop, just so upload it. But
Yep.
guys, if you're listening, hop over, check these guys out. I can vouch they're doing some incredible stuff. So thank you.
Appreciate that.
Much appreciated.